Welcome to Cleaning with Chaos. Must be Thursday. We're going to continue working on this, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'm going to do the back. We're going to do a little cleaning on the back side, and then I've got something I want to try to get some of these tide marks out. See how that works. And if it doesn't work too good, well, that's the way it, you got to experiment. Got to try different things. And what I'm going to try is just hot distilled water and see if that'll help out. Get it out a little bit. So, yeah, let's get started. So here we go. Turn it over. Where's my brush? People get on me if I don't brush this off first. Even though I've done it off the screen, off the video, people get on me because you just turned it over onto a dirty place, you know. Well, that's the way it goes. We're going to get straight into it. I think I want to heat it up first. All right. And of course, to heat it up, I'm going to use my little travel iron because it heats up much quicker than anything else I have. And as you can see, I don't put any pressure on it other than what the iron itself has. Because I'm not trying to press it, I'm just trying to warm up the paper, which should help the Immaculate work better. So there we go. Nice and warm, nice and toasty. Oops, got it locked. And here we go. Get the Immaculate on there. See if we can't get some dirt off of this thing. And yes, we got a little dirt off of it. Yay! Okay, I'm going to do this 3 times. Then I'll go over it with water just like I did last week. If you missed that, go ahead and go on back and watch it so that just you know what's going on. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go over the back cover this 3 times just like it did the front. And then we'll get on to the next section that I want to do. I'm going to do that off camera. Alright, I've gone over that a few times, but it started taking the orange off, so I had to stop. That's one of the hazards of doing anything. Reds, oranges, blues, they sometimes will come off when you're doing stuff like this. So, let's take this and put it on the front again. I'm going to get some paper towels next, because that's the next thing I need. I'm going to try to get off some of these tide marks. I've got an idea for that. I don't know that it'll work, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay. For some reason, somebody forgot to turn the video on. I've got really hot water, some paper towels, and the tide mark I'm trying to get out is right here, and all I'm doing is taking some not quite boiling hot water and just dabbing it on there. Blotting it off. Delco decided he needs to make noise today, even though I've made sure he had plenty of food. He's just being a pain in the butt today. What would really work best is if I had some type of a suction that I could lay the paper on Of course, I'd have to remove it from the comic. And then I could spray the whole thing down with water with suction, and it would probably remove these lines a lot better that way. And maybe a few other chemicals in it. I don't see it really pulling anything through, but that's the idea. And it might actually make it worse. It might actually make the tide lines a lot worse. And of course, wet paper is weak paper, so we need to be extra careful with this. We do not want to tear it. And if it gets worse, it gets worse. I mean, it's one of those things. The water is really, really hot. Can't really tell if any of it's coming through. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. If anything, it might be making it worse. I'm going to let this dry thoroughly, and we'll come back and check on it and see what happened, if anything. I'm having my doubts that anything is happening with it. All right, looks like it's pretty well dried, and you know, it might just be me, but I think it's faded a tiny bit. Not much. Just a little tiny bit, but enough to make it look a little better. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think the next thing I want to do is go ahead and give this an initial press, which means I need to steam it and press it down and see what it looks like. This whole comic is going to have to be steamed pretty much, because those wrinkles just go all the way through. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and steam the comic real good. I'll put it in my press, and I'll show you the results when it's done. Alright, it's been about 6 hours since I put this in the press, so let's take a look. Ideally it would sit a lot longer, but since this is a first press and I don't plan on it being the last, I'm still going to do some more cleaning. I thought I'd go ahead and show it. Everything seems to be flattened out nicely. It still has a nice high gloss to it. Same with the back. It's still got a nice gloss, and it pretty much flattened out. There's one little area in here that looks like it's got some wrinkling. I'll fix that on the next one. Looking on the inside, everything is nice and flat. So yeah, it's got some stains still. I don't think the hot water helped here at all. It looks the same to me. So yeah, it was worth a try. There's a solution that uses ammonium hydroxide, ethanol, and water that might take it out, but I don't have ammonium hydroxide, and I don't really feel like messing with ethanol. That, of course, is petroleum distillate alcohol. It's like, let's see, a denatured alcohol would be ethanol, basically, I think. So I'm going to continue cleaning on this, and press it again, and but in the meantime, this is good enough for today. Good enough that you can see the progress that has been made with this comic. And we will, like I said, I'll continue working on it and see what I can get done with it. See if I can get these to be nice and bright and white the way it should be. So, having said all that, and having shown you what it's turned out like so far, and I could stop at this point, you know, because it looks nice. But I want to continue going on. I want to continue cleaning. I want to try to get it even better. So I will continue working on it, and I'll give you an update on it next week, although this will not be the primary focus of next week's show. I will update the progress on it. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this little foray into cleaning, and yeah, make sure before you handle your comics, and especially before you get ready to clean them, wash your hands. If you can wear gloves, wear them, and we'll see you next video. Because cleaning your hands is good for your comics. It's good for your health. And I just want to remind everybody before you stop watching, make sure that you have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up if you liked it. Share the video with your friends, and we'll see you next time. See you tonight. Wow. I don't have a subject for tonight's live stream. I better get to work on that. Bye. Welcome to... Screwed that up.